Hi guys, in today's video we are going to learn that how we can reconcile a supplier statement of account. What we will learn here, we will see the steps involved in reconciliation. Second, we will see the reconciliation statement, and at the end we will see the journal entries to fix the errors or the differences in both statements. Some entries we did not record it and the supplier has recorded in his statement. Maybe sometimes we are wrong and sometimes the supplier is wrong. So some entries which are missing by us or the supplier, we need to make adjustment of those entries. So let's start with the first step. The first step is the time or period, which means that we are going to make a reconciliation for the February month of February. So we are getting a statement from supplier for the February month. So if we are getting a February month statements, we need to print out also for us the February statement. So both the time period for the both statements should be equal. So the next step is the opening balance. We need to agree on the opening balance. If the opening balance of the supplier for the February is 5,000, so our record should show that the opening balance in our records also 5,000. Like in January 31st, the closing balance was 5,000, which is the opening balance in February. Same as in our records, it should be the same. So then we can move further and we can see the other entries. Next, equal entries. We need to omit the equal entries, the same entries which are shown in supplier account statement and the same entries which are in our statement. So we need to omit those entries which are equal and which are correct. We need to write down the differences. We have seen the supplier account statement. Some entries he did not pass while those entries shown in our account statement. So we need to record those differences. What are the entries a supplier did not record it in his statement and what are the entries which are available on supplier statement but we did not record it in our records. So we need to write down those differences. The next, let's see an example so you will understand it well. Now here we have an example that we received a statement of account from supplier and we found that we need to pay him 3,000. According to supplier, we need to pay him 3,000, and when we open our accounts payable record and we found that we need to pay them only 1,700. So this difference we need to see why this is a difference of 1,300. So there are adjustment or the differences we found in our statement and in supplier statement. We have paid money but the supplier did not record it in his statement 1,200. Now here an invoice not yet recorded by accounts payable of 200. In our record, supplier has submitted us an invoice but we did not record it yet in our account statement. A credit note issued by a supplier but not yet recorded by our accounts payable department. Wrong amount recorded in supplier statement of invoice of 400. He has made an overstated invoice. The invoice was like you can say 1,000, he recorded as 1,400. So let's move ahead and see the reconciliation statement. Here supplier balance which is shown in his statement is 3,000. Less the first adjustment, money paid but not yet recorded by supplier. So this amount should be deducted from his statement. He did not record it yet. We have paid the money but he did not record it. So it will be less from his balance. Plus an invoice not yet recorded by our accounts payable department. So an invoice issued by a supplier but we did not record it yet. So we need to record that. This should be plus in the supplier's account. Here a credit note issued by supplier but we did not record it. So this also goes to the balance, increasing balance of supplier account with 100 will be plus. So wrong amount recorded in supplier statement of an invoice which was overstated of 400. So should be less that amount. Now ending balance as per our books 1,700. Here there are two entries should be made by supplier to make the statement equal and two entries we should make in our accounts to make the balance of both statements, because our both statements are not correct. Now here we have entries here. Journal entries: money paid but not yet recorded by supplier. We have paid the money, but supplier did not record it. So here bank account of supplier with 1200 and our company account will be credited by 1200. This entry should be recorded by supplier, not by us. We already recorded this in our account. Here an invoice of 200 not recorded by accounts payable. This is our entry which we need to make in our accounts. So here expense account with 200 debit and supplier account will be 200 credit. So this transaction will be made by our company, not the supplier. Next, a credit note issued by supplier but not yet recorded by accounts payable department. This entry should be made by our company. So sales return, we return some goods and the supplier issued a credit note. So sales return debit and supplier account credit with 200. Wrong amount recorded in supplier statement of an invoice. An invoice which was overstated by 400. The value of the invoice was 2000 and supplier recorded as 2400. So he has to decrease that balance from their statement. So they will make an entry with sales account debit, because previously they make overstated amount, like they made like our company account debit with 2400 and the sales account credit with 2400. Now they need to decrease the value of both accounts. So the sales account will be reversed as a debit with overstated value 400 only, and our company account will also decrease by 400 as a credit. So this is the concept of supplier account statement reconciliation, guys. I hope you understand the concept. Please subscribe our channel as it keeps motivating us to create more videos for you. Thank you very much and goodbye.